How's everybody doing? God bless. How's everybody doing? It's been a few days. I've been busy. Been waiting. I knew it's didn't really have nothing to say. I knew that I was watching around the 8th to the 11th like everybody else. And I will play it in a minute. But one thing I find very interesting, I find this very interesting, and I will go over it in a minute. I'm glad to see everybody. Glad everybody's coming. Doctor, God bless. DJ, Jeff, everybody, Sally, Faye, how's everybody doing? Guy, I'm going to go over this. Anthony, how you doing? God bless. Serena, how you doing? I'll be live tomorrow. Burning down the house. If you're going to burn down the house, you got to have a place to go. You wouldn't burn down your house and not have no place to go. As I have said before, as you can see, Africacom, as I have talked about before, Africacom right here. Africacom is they're having their intelligence, all the government agencies in Africacom are having their the dates right here. Their command is all going to be ready from the 7th to the 11th of November, right here. The 7th to the 11th of November. This is exactly the same date as right here. The 7th through the 18th. This is when their conference is. As I have said before, if you're going to burn down the house, as I played the first part of this video, if you're going to burn down your house, you got to have a place to go. You wouldn't burn down your house unless you have a place to go. In Daniel, as I have said before, in Daniel it says right here, the king of the south, he returns to his own land, and that continent is Africa. Africacom. As in my last video I had, somebody said that if there is world events happening, Israel and in Africa are the safest places to be, as far as earthquakes and everything. It's the most stable. I had somebody comment on my last video about that. Yes, that is correct. The Bible, there's places that get destroyed, like Babylon. A third of the earth gets destroyed. But as I have said before, the king of the south returns to his own land. He doesn't like women. Somebody gave me a thing. It was Pharaoh. This guy in Israel is not the Antichrist. He's one that says he's a Messiah. He's one that says he's a Messiah. And that's in, it says in Matthew 24, many will come in my name saying that I am Christ or the Messiah. That's in Matthew 24. Many will come in my name. Well, that's Yahweh or whatever you want to call him. And as I have talked to my good friend Jim Narrow Way, he is not, as Jim calls it, man of perdition, the man of sin. He is not. He isn't doing evil things. It's in Matthew chapter 24. It says, and I will probably have that at the end. It says, many will come in my name saying I am Christ the Messiah. Same thing. That's that guy in Israel. He's saying he's a Messiah. People are saying he's a Messiah. Jesus said many will come in my name. He's not the Antichrist. So I want to go over that a minute. But as it says in here, and it says right here, it says, but powers over treasures, silver, so that the Antichrist, after Babylon is destroyed, he returns to his own land, which this is the continent of Africa, right here. Got a lot of things to go over. Right here. It's the continent of Africa right here. They are bringing military to Australia right here, and Australia, and they're shipping people over here. Why? Because it's going to burn over here. They're going to burn down the house. They're bringing all their military over here. Right here. This is why we're bringing our B-52 bombers. This was just a few days. This was Monday. We're sending B-52 bombers back to Australia. I've talked about this before. They're shipping them out. They're getting them out of here before they burn down the house. This right here is Africacom. I've talked about it before. This is the continent of Africa. We are the biggest players in Africa. We have a command. There's a general right here. Right here, about the command. It's right here. The U.S. partners in Africa. It's also part of NATO. We are the biggest players in Africa. We have a port there. Right here, as I said, right here, they're having their generals are all getting together, and it says right here the dates. Right here, where will Africom 2022 be held? It's held in Cape Town, Africa. It's from the 7th to the 11th. All the generals are going to be there. It says with the U.S. government intelligence counterparts, partners. So they're all going to be there from the 7th to the 11th. All their generals are going to be there. It's also with Stuttgart, Germany. Here it is right here. So they're all going to be right here when America goes down. Besides, Biden's out of the country. This is going from the 7th to the 18th, as I said before. Biden's supposed to be leaving on about the 10th, the 11th. These are high watches for me. I'm going to play this in a minute because I thought that was awesome. This was today. Maybe it was a couple days ago, but
the U.S. and Japanese military sent 36,000 forces and 30 warships near the South China Sea.
30 warships. They're sending them out, and 36,000 forces.
The Japanese government announced today that the United States and Japan are preparing for a large-scale joint exercise in Japan next month. Exercise Keen Sword will involve 36,000 personnel, 30 ships, and 270 aircraft from the two countries, along with the crews of 4 ships and 3 aircraft from Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom, according to a Friday news release from the Joint Staff Office, JSO, of the Japan Ministry of Defense. The exercise will take place from November 10 to 19 at Japan Self-Defense Force and U.S. Forces Japan.
Did you hear what he said? 10 to the 19th, same time frame. Same time frame.
From November 10 to 19 at Japan Self-Defense Force.
So there you go. It's same time frame. Same time frame. They know what they're doing. It's right here. They're going to be right here from the 10th to the 19th. The highest watch for me is 11th, 11/11. But I'm also watching the full moon on the 8th. Hey, D. How you doing, DJ? How's everybody doing? Terry, Gina, how's everybody doing? So, like I said, they're all getting out of the country. Biden right here, he's leaving. Camelia Harris, as I talked about in my last video, she's gone too. Biden's leaving on the 11th, which is right here, November 11th. Right here, I want to talk about this because this is something I was watching. They are starting to shut things down, I believe. The company I work for is a German company, and they are cutting way back now. And this is something I was watching, and there's plenty of articles on this.
Adventures. Just wanted to get on here today and tell you about a client of mine that came in today. She's in her 60s. She's retired. Her husband's retired, and she said they were heading up to do some shopping. They wanted to stock up on some things. Anybody anymore? I don't need everyone knowing what I'm doing. If they're awake, they're awake. If they're not, don't know that there's anything I can say to wake them up. But so she continued to talk to me. She said her son is a dump.
Tina, God bless. Good seeing you.
I'm in the Maryland area.
No big deal. We're going to be live tomorrow.
And she said that he went to 3 different and couldn't find diesel. Couldn't find diesel at 3 different stations.
DJ, God bless.
They're starting to get worried. People are beginning to get a little panicked. You know, now the question is, okay, she says, do you know what happens if trucks don't move? And I'm like, yes, I'm well aware. I said, I've been aware. I said that my father got diesel for the farm the other day, and they cut him off. They only let him have half what he normally gets because of the diesel shortage that we're having here on the East Coast. So luckily, he said it would be enough to get him through planting season. So he's hoping that he'll be able to get things taken care of.
So this is something that people were talking about, 25 days diesel fuel on the East Coast, and it's quite obvious it's coming true. This was 2 days ago. There's plenty of articles that you could play for this right here. Yes, there's a lot of people talking about diesel fuel. So it's all over the place. So they are starting to shut things down. Also, somebody brought this to my attention, and yes, and other people give me Bible verses. This is Isaiah 30. It talks about Egypt. It talks about this is where they're meeting for Cop27. I also showed before this is also in Micah chapter 4, as I have said before. Is there no counselor in thee? Why do you cry out loud? This is when destruction happens. Biden's leaving the country, and there's nobody here. But Revelations talks about in Revelation They could be meeting with the Antichrist at Cop27. He could be there. Who knows? Because it says in Revelation 17 that when Babylon's destroyed, it says they meet 1 hour with the 1 hour. So that's in Revelation 17. So I believe they won't be in the country. And I have said that for a long time. Isaiah 30, they're meeting in Egypt, which I thought that's also this is when in the first Exodus, the same thing happened. They met in Egypt. I thought that was very interesting. This is another thing, the eclipse, which I had talked about before. The lunar eclipse, it's going to be a red moon. It's the next one will be in 2025. So November 8th, the full moon, the eclipse on November 8th, which is supposed to be a red moon, blood moon, is the next one will be in 2025, which I thought that was very interesting. So, like I said, I haven't made a lot of videos. Sorry about Tuesday. I've been pretty beat lately. It's like I'm waiting to get out of here, and I didn't really think we were leaving, and actually I had some stuff come up, but I don't like missing my praise and worship. I will be tomorrow. Most people that call me and talk to me know what's going on. Yesterday I ended up putting an alternator on my Jeep. My alternator went out. So I've been busy, but I'm still praying every day, seeking the Lord every day, like everybody like you are, praying that, come quickly. So I just wanted to let you know. Thank you for everyone that messaged me and see if I was okay. Yes, I'm fine. I wasn't excited last week. Let's just tell you, I'm excited now. I'm getting excited again. So, I thank you for everybody that messaged me, see how I was doing. Yeah, I was fine. I was just busy. So, like I said, Biden's leaving the 11th, which I believe this is when everything will go down. We are sending all of our troops and military and money. I saw $400 million sending to Ukraine. Like I said, bombers are set, plus all the missiles that are going on over there in Korea. I believe there's a date that's planned. They are all going to do it. They're all actors, as it says. Right here, I showed the military. It says 30 warships are leaving, and the date just happens to be...
The exercise will take place from November 10 to 19 at Japan's
10 to 19. Isn't it quite a coincidence? They're all 10th to the 19th. Right here. Same thing. Same days Biden's leaving. Africacom, as I have said before, all their generals. Africacom 2022 is 7 to 11. All their generals are going to be meeting in Africa. As I showed right here in Daniel, this is where they go. They have a United Nations headquarters in Kenya. As I have said before, in the continent of Africa. The Euphrates River is dried up. So you have this from the north and the south going to Israel after we leave. So that's what happens, it says. Just like it says in Daniel chapter 11. Right here. Africacom, as I have said. Here's the map. There's Africa right there. Says Ethiopia is at his doorsteps. This is Kenya right here. There is a port right in here. I believe it's right here. I think there's a port in Kenya. So after this, Bible talks about a third of the earth is a waste. So Now I'll play this. I thought this was awesome.
Time is running out. Apostle Theo preached last night about the rapture and the return of Jesus. If you don't believe we're living in the final days, then you are blind to what's going on all around us. Jesus is coming back. Life is short. And I beg you this morning to give him your life before it's too late. And for those of you that know Jesus, but you don't have an urgency, an overwhelming sense, and a burden to tell people about Jesus and to reach the lost for Christ, then I implore you and I beg you to get right with God so that he can use your life to reach people and he can touch your heart, because when you walk with God, you'll have his mind and you'll have his heart. And when you have that, you won't be able to keep from telling people around you about. Time is running out. Apostle Theo preached last night about the rapture and the return of Jesus. If you don't believe we're living in the final days, then you are blind to what's going on all around us. Jesus is coming back. Life is short. And I beg you this morning to give him your life before it's too late. And for those of you that know Jesus, but you don't have an urgency, an overwhelming sense, and a burden to tell people about Jesus and to reach the lost for Christ, then I implore you and I beg you to get right with God so that he can use your life to reach people and he can touch your heart, because when you walk with God, you'll have his mind and you'll have his heart. And when you have that, you won't be able to keep from telling people around you about.
Yep. Seek the Lord today. Seek him every day. Also, too, as I had in my opening, like I said, here it is. Burning down the house. You would not burn down your house. You would not burn your house unless you had a place to go. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to go. That's why they're sending all their military out of the United States, sending the money out, because you would have to have a place to go. Burning down the house. The party's over. We're in for nasty weather. My bags are packed. Their bags are packed. So, like I said, I believe they're going to Africa. As I said before, they're not going to be in the country. They're going to be out of the United States when they burn down the house. And they're going to Africa, and that is in Daniel chapter 11 right here. And they're going to be in Egypt. They're going to be in Egypt. This is also in Isaiah 30 right here. It says, walk down unto Egypt. They have asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves, the strength of the Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. This is exactly where they're going. They're Cop27 right here. This is exactly where they're going to be. And I believe that when they burn down the house, as I have shown, they're sending all of our planes and everything, our oil, they're cutting everything down. Biden's leaving. The bombers are sending to Australia. Just happens to be at the same time they're having this drill in the China Sea right here. U.S. and Japanese are having a drill. When is it? All at the same time.
From November. The exercise will take place from November 10 to 19 at Japan.
10 to 19. Just as I said, this is exactly when Africacom is also having their commanders here. So not only are they having this drill, Africacom, the commanders are going to be all together from the same time frame right here. The same time Biden is out of the country right here. Same time. This also lines up with Micah chapter 4 right here. I'm looking also something, they're talking about Israel's going to attack Iran. This could happen on the same day. We will see. Also, too, another thing I wanted to say. I'll tell you, my computer, I'm not happy that something's happened. I'm not very happy about this. Okay, so you got 11:11. I'll tell you something, I don't really like this. It's almost like it's blocked. Obama's New Year's glasses, as I have showed before, it said 2022 on it. 2 and 2 and 2 is right here. These glasses right here, it says 2022 is 11. 11. Right here. 1111 is 2222. 1111. 1111 is 22. That's what I'm trying to say. Right here. So that's all I got. This is what I'm looking at. This is the dates I'm looking at right here. I'm looking at the full moon right here this week, right here coming up. Less than a week away. 1 week away. We'll see. I believe Biden's leaving here. This is highest watch for me, the 11th, 11/11. But I'm also watching the 8th. Something could happen here. This is also the election day. The election day with the midterms, which it's really irrelevant I believe it's irrelevant because these people won't be taking office until January anyway, even if they are voted in. Even if whatever happens, the Republicans take back, it don't matter anyway. They're not going to be in office until 2023. So that's what I'm watching. These are the Bible verses right here. This is Daniel 11. They are meeting in Egypt, as it says right here. This is also, it says in Daniel chapter 11, returns to his own land. This is also Isaiah 30 right here. You can read it for yourself. If you go to Isaiah 28 to 30, they're all talk about the destruction of Babylon. Micah chapter 4, it says, there are no king in thee. Why do they cry out loud? Self-explanatory. The fuel right here, as I talked about before, diesel fuel is getting short. They're starting to shut everything down. The eclipse right here, I talked about this. It's red moon, the moon turned blood. The dates I'm watching. Biden, he's going the 11th. He could leave the 10th. Kamala Harris is going to be gone too. We are sending our military all over the world. We're sending the plans to send. This is at the same time. This was Monday, but yes, they're sending them there. Right here, this is exactly the same time frame. This right here, they're having their drills. They're having their drills from the 11th to the 18th. Burning down the house. This is exactly when they're having the, they're going to be out of the country in Egypt. Africacom is also having their commanders. They're having their drill, and they're having their meeting or whatever of all the commanders. Obama's glasses, as I showed, which is right here. It says boo. It's very interesting. We just got done with Halloween, and it's 2022. And as I said before, burning down the house, they have to have a place to go. They're not going to send their troops back to a place that just bombed. That's why they're sending their troops all around the world. Hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to have a live stream. Say hi to everybody. How you doing, Kathy? Everybody's ready to fly. I agree. Like I said, seek the Lord daily. Pray in your prayer closet. Wake up. I agree. God bless. God bless everybody. Narrow way. Terry, how's everybody doing? Cheryl. D. Thanks to all my mods. Jeff. Tina, God bless. D, Wildheart, everybody. Doctor, God bless. Bride for Jesus, God bless. Robin, Sissy. Sissy, how's everything going? Peter, God bless. John, God bless. Good seeing you, brother. Praying for your husband, Sissy, as we all are. We'll be live tomorrow. Sojourners for Jesus. Gina, God bless. God bless. Thank you for the emails. Peter, you too. Thank you, Tina. God bless to you, everybody. Byron, God bless. Guy and everybody. 23, God bless. Jose, God bless. Tina. So God bless. We'll be live tomorrow. Like I said, sorry about Tuesday. I've been real busy, so Helen King, God bless.